Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I told you I have a lot of orders to fill. I hope you pull up a seat. This might be a long one, not sure. There's not a lot of finishing to do, so maybe it won't be that bad. Anyway, I have two people's orders here. This one is for Sherry, and Sherry wants the beautiful vase like I made my mom for Mother's Day, but she wants Heaven's Dust in there. It's going to be gorgeous, so we will have to use glue to hold it suspended now that I just dumped some glitter everywhere. And I did use regular epoxy on this the last time, and it did just fine. It holds about 16 ounces of resin. So we're going to mix these all up individually so I can concentrate on each one without worrying about the rest of them curing. These two are for, I hope I get your name right because I've just been emailing, Tanya. I hope it's right, Tanya. She wants the little dragon. I think it's a dragon. I don't know what it is. It's got little horns. I called it a devil when Don was doing it in the little squishy, but this is a shiny mold, so we can pour some resin in here and it be really cute. So he's got little horns, he's got little wings back here. So she wanted this done in the squishy, but I advised against it because we couldn't get it perfect and I didn't want to do an imperfect piece. Not that everything's perfect, but I feel better with resin than I do with the silicone. She wants it done in silver and purple. So these are the two I chose. Don't forget about your code for eye candy and your code for Into Resin if you want these beautiful molds they make. So I will link all codes in the description box, but we're gonna swirl together this silver and this purple. And then she already ordered one of these, a holographic, complete holographic, and then she liked it so much. She wants me to try holographic and hot pink mixed together. Not sure about that one. Kind of nervous about it because I'm not sure how glitter and pigment paste are going to intertwine together. So we'll see. Gosh, I hope it's going to be okay. If I have extra resin, I chose Blue Lagoon glitter of the day. If I have extra resin, I'm not going to make up an extra ounce because we're doing so much. But if I have it, I'm not even sure that I can do that, but I'll make it work. I'm gonna do the glitter of the day. So let's start with this so I can set this aside. I'm gonna move everything else out of the way. So I'm gonna get 16 ounces. The rest I will mix off camera. And this one I will do like normal. You guys ready? Let's go.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage.
Got 16 ounces mixed. I'm just gonna scrape my sides and my bottom, make sure everything's mixed properly. We're gonna add in a ton of glitter. We're gonna add in some Elmer's glue, about 16 drops. I do 1 drop per ounce and we'll see what it looks like. And then run it through the vacuum chamber. So I'm just going to dump all this gorgeous glitter in here. I just want to make sure there's enough in there that we're not going to see a bunch of clear resin. Of course, the glue will help that. That looks really pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. But you know what? Let's just add some more. I don't think she'll mind. It is so hard to keep this one in stock, you guys. I hope it's in there today. Every time I get it and every time I order more than the last time, and it still sells out in a day to 2 days. So check the link below. Hopefully it's in there. Otherwise, it means it will be in next week because it usually takes me a week to get some more in. Okay, don't want to ever spill that one. All right, 16 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And if you guys are brand new to resin and you've never seen people use glue in it, it is to help suspend the glitter. Daniel Cooper came up with this method. Works beautifully. I've never had an issue, and I do it all the time. It doesn't mess with the curing. Nothing, never had a problem. So I will continue to do this to suspend my glitter. Otherwise, your glitter will fall right to the bottom. It's pretty gooey, but you know what? I'm gonna add a couple more just to be safe. I don't wanna mess around with 16 ounces. I'm gonna do 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be good. You could still put it through your vacuum chamber. It still will work. Just don't walk away from your vacuum chamber because it probably will bubble over. So if you see it in the vacuum chamber going up and down and up and down and up and down, that means I'm standing there releasing some pressure as it's working. All right, let's go see what happens.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of...
Didn't do too bad. It only bubbled up one time. Once you start to see it imploding on itself, then you can walk away. It's not going to go back over. And then anytime you put additives in your resin, it's just going to bubble forever. So just kind of put a timer on, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and see, and then just release the pressure and the bubbles will be removed. You'll never get rid of every bubble when you add additives like this. I'm just going to pour it slowly. I'm gonna squish it around that edge. I don't want anything to hinder the edge. I don't want any bubbles or anything. It shouldn't have any, but just a precaution. Now I'm not gonna add any heat to this one because I'm pouring so much epoxy and you really aren't supposed to do this, but I've never had any issues with the Let's Resin brand. I cannot speak for any other brands, you guys. I get a lot of questions on other people's brands and why things aren't working. I have no idea. I wish I could tell you. I have been using Let's Resin brand pretty close to from the beginning, and I changed over because the one I was buying off of Amazon prior YouTube days is yellowing. Everything was yellowing. So that's why I switched over, and I've never had that issue since. So I'm not quite sure the issues if you're not using Let's Resin. Of course, I recommend spending the extra money, especially if you're doing orders or if you're selling. Oh, look, I have extra. If you're selling it at like art shows and things like that, get yourself a good quality resin because they will come back and not be happy if their stuff is yellowing. All right, I've got, let's make some flowers out of this. I haven't done that yet. These should be stunning. Definitely need to squish this. Whoops. These have so many nooks and crannies in there. And then the glue, so I'm not quite sure how many bubbles I'm going to end up with in the little leaves. I thought it took the whole 16, but maybe I mixed up 16 just to make sure that I would have enough. Okay, that one's good. We'll move that. I'm just going to add to my stash of giveaways with some pendants. And these are gorgeous when they're finished. Especially with this glitter in there. It's so hard to stop it. You have to kind of slice the gluey one. When you add glue to your resin, you gotta slice it off to stop it from pouring. Otherwise, it's just gonna pull whatever's left in your bottle all the way. Need a drip in there. And a drip in there. Come on. As you can see, the drip doesn't want to come off my stick. There. I'm probably going to be able to fill all of these up today. I don't know what's going to happen to that. I'm so nervous about that holographic and pink pigment. I didn't want to use mica powder because I thought the mica powder would probably hinder the look of the holographic glitter, and it would have wanted to combine with it, so I did not use a mica powder on purpose. And if it doesn't come out well, we'll probably have to try again some other way, depending on what didn't work. Come on, I just need one drop. There we go. I'm just gonna move all this stuff aside. I've got a little bit left. Let me go grab another pendant. Oh, you know what? We're gonna make these little guys. I have to clean that one out. And then I got some Happy Mail to make these into little lapel pins. So that's what I'm gonna do with these for a change. That was super cute idea, and she sent me all the hardware to do it. Let's see, how many can I get? 1 or 2. I wish you guys can see this in person. The pictures on eBay for this glitter are not at all what you're getting. I mean, it shows it really blue, but this is totally opal. I could not get the blue out of the picture for some reason, which is not good, but there was nothing I can do to fix that. So if you're looking at the pictures on eBay, it is not as blue as you are seeing. Oh, maybe I'll get all 4. If I scrape enough. I think I will do the pen holder next, because I have some eyes for that little dragon thing that I'm going to try to UV resin in that came with the package that we didn't use. But I'm not sure they're going to stick to that soft silicone, so I'm a little nervous about that. Plus, I don't have a great experience. I don't even remember putting eyes in any of my projects, so I'm not quite sure how well I will do it. If I can't get it, I'm just going to remove them and paint them on, because that's really what I'm comfortable with. But since they came with the package, I'm going to try to use them. They came with 2 sets of eyes, and Don used 1 set of them. Okay, let me clean this up and grab 10 more ounces. This time I use the mini mixer. It just depends on how much resin I'm mixing. People ask all the time, why do I switch back and forth? So if this was 10 ounces and the other one had glitter in it and I wasn't about to clean that glitter out, so I used my mini mixer for this one. So anything under like 14 ounces, I use this one. Anything over like 10 or 12, I use the big one. And then my hand mixer I do under 8 that fits in a cup. So that's how I do that. This one I'm going to mix the glitter in, and this is my Ballroom Dance Fine and my Ballroom Dance Medium. I'm just gonna do a little bit of, well, not a little bit of each. I'm gonna do plenty of each. That way I don't see any clear resin on my stick when I'm done. I don't like to put glitter in my silicone cups or any cup that you want to clean out, because it's a nightmare to clean out. That looks pretty good. I think I'm just going to add a little bit more fine, and then we'll mix up the pigment paste. I'm not going to do the glue in this because it doesn't really need it. And I don't want it to like clump together in the actual mold and kind of, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I just don't want to clump it together. This is the hottest pink that I have. I hope this is a good color for her. Get it off my stick here. You just have to be sure you mix your pigment paste in super duper good, or it will not cure in those spots that it lands on. And then you'll have to either redo your piece or try to fix it somehow, and I don't know how I would fix this one. See, I see some pieces in there that are not mixed. Gosh, I hope I mix it good, but that's definitely not enough. I need a lot more. I might end up, if this doesn't get opaque, I might have to add powder, and I don't really want to do that. Usually these mix up opaque, so maybe it just wasn't enough for 6 ounces. Or 5, this is 5 ounces. I see some that's not mixing. That's what I don't want to happen. It's still not opaque enough. I might have to mix some powder in here. Let me go see what I have for powder. I don't want to keep putting this in if it's not going to do what I want it to do. This is the closest I have to hot pink. I don't think this set is available anymore from Unicone Art. I got this a couple years ago, and I couldn't find it to link it even a year ago, so I really didn't want to use mica powder, but I don't have a choice at this point. So now we're going to have a mixture of both. Hopefully it'll be okay. I am going to run this through the vacuum chamber, both of them. Let me get that done, and then we'll start pouring. I'm going to douse it with some alcohol. I've never ended up with bubbles on the edges of this one. We have made this one so many times. I really need a new mold. I'll probably order me another one because I have almost wore this one out. Okay, I think, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna start with the pink. And I just kind of cross section it like that, so we can get both colors down at the bottom on the rim. But again, no guarantees on this one because I don't have a clue how this is going to turn out. I just don't want them to mix together, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going to happen. I have a bad feeling about this one. Well, it looks like it's marbling from the side. So that's a good sign. You can see through this one, so that's good. Yeah, hopefully it stays put and doesn't all merge together while it's sitting there thinking about it. And then we will know. I mean, this is a great experiment for those of you who like combinations of glitter and color. Well, it looks like it's marbling. And this holds all 10 ounces, like all 10 scraped ounces. So definitely make yourself 10. And then the rest of the pink, and there will be no extras. I'm excited to see this one now. I was really nervous, but after looking at the sides, I think we're going to be good as gold. Yeah, huh. I'm not going to show you. I'm going to make you wait until we unmold it. This one I unmold off camera, by the way. It's too hard. It's too hard to unmold. To struggle on camera. The vase also is very difficult, so I might be just surprising you with the results. All right, now for the little dragon dude. Let me move this one. I forgot to put paper towels underneath it so I could slide it around. The little dragon dude holds, Let's Resin always puts on their molds now, 5 fluid ounces. So I will do 6 ounces and we will do a Blue Lagoon butterfly. Before I mix up the resin, I had these eyes I wanted to put on. These were the 2 that were left. Whoops, just dropped one. These were the 2 that were left from the pack. So the eyes go right here. There's an indentation for them. I'm gonna grab my UV resin. I'm not sure if the light will penetrate. I think it will. Again, I'm not versed in this, so I rarely I rarely do this. So I'm gonna try to get it in that little hole and get it cured, hopefully, through the silicone. And I'm hoping they don't move. This is why I don't like to do them, especially for an order, because I don't want them to move while it's curing and then have to do the piece all over again. I'm just gonna go in from the inside as well. So I'm gonna be like extra, if they stick, I'm gonna be extra super duper careful while I'm pouring the resin. Let me see if it's sticking. I mean, it's not falling off, so let's try the other one. I'm just putting a little dot in the middle, not too much. Placing it face down into the little cavity. Pressing it down. Hoping it's in the little cavity. And then cure it. And I have like eyes of every shape and size, like every size available, and I rarely do them. I don't do frogs. A lot of people do frogs all the time, especially I know there's a collaboration, Froggy Friday. I don't do all that. I'm not good at frogs. I should try them again, but I just don't do them. I just don't have time because I have so many other things I want to do. I've done them a few times, but I don't love them. But that's why I bought all these eyes, and it's just like, I don't do frogs, and most of my things don't have eyes. Not indentions for them anyway. That should be good. I hope it's good. Like if I put it this way, they're not falling off. See the eyes in there? Maybe I'm gonna run it through my big light to cure it for a couple of minutes while I'm mixing up the resin, and maybe that'll definitely keep them in place. I'll just put it like that. I'm gonna mix up my Blue Lagoon. I have like a ½ ounce in this little cup. Nice amount. I've got my little dragon guy over in the dual-sided light. That is gorgeous. If you like blue, this is a gorgeous blue. And then let's do, whoops, the silver and the purple. Now I'm looking at the sides of that pen holder, and it is combining some, so I'm a little nervous about it. It's not as defined as it was when I poured it. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that one. I don't know. I hope it's okay. Nothing worse than having to redo something. That is a beautiful deep purple. Not crazy about these tiny little sticks though. Use a bigger stick to mix that. And then the silver, I don't know. I just hope this coloring, I hope I'm not making a mistake with those eyes because I don't have a lot of experience. I don't want the coloring to get behind the eyes and cover them. I don't know. We're gonna try it. What's the worst case? I have to redo both of my items today? I really hope not. This is the Junjin Silver. Oh, just poofed out everywhere. I don't need that much. Maybe that much. I've been using this the past couple days. I need to get myself a jar. I just bought a whole bunch of sample packs to make sure I would like the colors from Eye Candy, because you could do that. You can get just these little sample packages, which last quite a while. You can do many projects with them. And then just as I'm about to run out, I will order the full bottle, and that will last forever, the full bottles. That is pretty, like liquid silver. All right, I'm gonna go vacuum chamber this and BRB. I put this through the vacuum chamber too so we don't have micro bubbles. This is such a stunning blue. It's got hints of aquas in there. It's so pretty for beach scenes. Let's see if I don't get bubbles today. I had them yesterday. I'm still keeping an eye on that pen holder, and it looks like it's definitely not marbled, put it that way, but I'm hoping we can see the glitter. Let me grab something. We'll make some more little fellas here out of the rest of it. What am I gonna get? 2 of them? If I scrape. Perfect. Perfectly 2. All right, well, this was in my big light for 10 minutes. I'm hoping, praying it works. I don't know how well marbling is gonna happen in here because it's a wide thing and not like walled where it will stay distinct. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of alcohol and go for it. I don't know. I don't really want to squash stuff because I'm not wanting to not only combine the colors, but I don't want the eyes to pop out on me. Let me get these both going. I don't know. I'm gonna have a little extra. Let me get all this silver in and top it off with the purple. And gosh, that's the thing about orders, you guys. I haven't done it before. I don't know what's gonna happen. I get nervous because actually somebody wants it and it's not just a demo and it doesn't matter if it works. So I do get nervous on orders. I want people to be happy, and I want them to get what they think they're gonna get. Okay, that's full. I've got a little left, so I'll find something. I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't wanna move it. I can't really see through the sides. I don't know if we're gonna get both colors. I'm just hoping the purple doesn't eat up the silver. If it does, I don't know how to fix it. All right, I probably got an ounce left. It held a little less than I expected. Let me find something to put it in. Maybe I'll put it in that turtle. Oh, you know what? I have these that someone sent me. Let's make some seashells. These are beautiful and shiny. We can make some magnets out of these. Really shiny. Let me do the bigger ones. I do not know where she got them, you guys. I don't know if I'll be able to find a link for these. I know a lot of you like the Happy Mail molds, but they don't send me links. I have to search for them. But I think she did mention she got them off of Temu, and they were duplicates, so very possible these came from, most likely that's where they're from, because I think I remember the note saying that. Couple starfish. What else do we have? Some of these are really, really tiny. I thought there was a bigger one. You know what? Let's do my other flower. I have enough to do that in purple. I think. Oh gosh, I hope. I'm gonna squish the bubbles. A little more. And fill her up. So much to unmold today. I told you it was going to be a packed video. You should never turn me on if you're ever in a hurry. Don't turn my videos on if you're in a hurry, because it doesn't work unless you're going to fast forward everything. Let's do... Oh, what's that on? That's on another mold. Oh, there's a mold underneath that. Let's do... I have a couple drips left. Do this starfish here. Man, I wish I could see through that dragon one. Now I'm gonna wonder about it all day. And we'll do this starfish over here, just because I could reach it. Okay, that's it, y'all. Time to cure.
Tania dreams in silver skies, a purple dragon with jeweled eyes, pink pens dance in a glittered glow, organizer shining, stealing the show. Glitz and glitter, resin dreams, crafted worlds where magic gleams. For Tania and Sherry, creation shine in colors and sparkles, truly divine. Sherry's world in opal light, a vase of stars, a dazzling sight. Glitter whispers, reason flows, a masterpiece where beauty grows. Glitz and
So it's time to demold. Although I did the two big pieces, I finished the extras. I made these into pendants, even that tiny little shell, because I'm like, that's a tiny little magnet. Let's just put a flat back bail on there. Of course, look at that glitter. Excuse me. Look at that. Can you... Oh, I wish you could see what I see. I know you can't see how beautiful that is. Then the little turtles I made into the little lapel pins, like I told you. So I just glued them on with the little thing, so I don't have to mess with them trying to put them on later. And it was easier to hold this than that tiny little pin. So those are all still drying. So I did all of the turtles like that. Here's the little blue one with the glitter. Now, sad to say, I am retiring my butterfly mold because this whole wing keeps getting more and more matte as I use it. So this side looks pretty good, but it's not 100%. So I will be getting another one of those, but it's going to be several weeks because it takes them about 6 weeks to get me stuff. So that is, I think, the last butterfly I will make because I don't want them to get more dull and more dull, because that did not do this glitter justice. I shouldn't have used this mold, but it's beautiful glitter in itself. Then I just put a magnet on this flower. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the shine on those things. And then I made this one into a keychain because I love the glitter in it. So I put a little dragonfly and a pink. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that glitter is gorge. And then all these little seashells, all I did was put a tiny little magnet on the back of them. If they don't hold to the metal, then I will add another little teeny tiny magnet. But that's all I did with all these little guys. So those are all still drying. They're super shiny. Those are beautiful molds. And here's the last one. And I'll move this out of the way. I'm going to do that with you. Here's the pen holder. So we got both. We got the pink, we got the holographic. It's just not in the veins that I would like it to be. So I'll send her pictures. I'm not sure I could change much else if I did it again, because it has too much time. I mean, maybe 4-hour fast cure, but I don't know. We'll see what she thinks. All I have to do is trim that tomorrow when it's a little more solid. And then for the vase, look at that vase. Gosh, I hope you could see the glitter in it. It is beautiful. And I don't think she wants anything on it, no bling or nothing. I'll have to recheck, but I'm pretty sure she wanted it just like this. It is gorgeous. It didn't fall. The glue did its job. It cured properly. So there is your testament to using glue. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, for the little dragon, I am praying, one, that his eyes are intact and we could see them and they're in the right place, and that we get purple and silver. So this one, I don't know about. I just don't know. It's a really, really soft mold, so he will come out. Oh, good. I forgot about the little horns. I'm nervous. Well, I see a lot of silver on the back, some purple. Oh, look at that. Some of the silver got underneath the eye. Yeah. I think I'm going to just color them in, because look at that. And this one wasn't down enough. See? I knew I shouldn't have done the eyes. I knew it. What is that? Oh, a little bit of the old squishy is still in there. So I have a little hole to fill. Little tiny piece of silicone. So I need to fill this hole on the wing, because there was a little piece of silicone left in there. So I'll fix that. And yeah, really, I mean, the color is okay, but the eyes are not okay, just as I thought. So I'm just going to do them the way I was going to do them, with my pens, and fix them the way I want to fix them. Now for this little hole, let me grab my UV resin, a light and a scribe. I'm just going to fill the little bubble in. This one is going to take a couple of coats. So I'm just going to fill it in like that, cure it real quick, and just keep filling it until it's full, and I can create the point at the tip of the wing again. And then I'll stick it under the large light to cure it for a final cure. And then probably like one more drop. And it should be good. Yeah, that looks good. I just need to cure it really quick. So there, he's got his wing back intact. Yeah, those eyes. I knew it. I just knew it. If I can't get them colored nicely, then I'll just have to re-pour, although I would color them anyway. So I don't think that's gonna make any difference. That's too bad. Okay, let me grab some stuff. I'm gonna finish this little fella off in a fast forward because it's gonna take me a little while, and then I'll show you the end result. It's all done, and my phone rang mid-video, so it stopped videoing and I didn't realize it. So I'm sitting here working under the camera and there was nothing running. So you got some of it. Here she is. What do you think about the eyes? I did purple to match the rhinestones on the wings, and I did some silver on there just to pull in the silver and the purple, a little bow under her chin. I drew the eyelashes on because the fake ones didn't look right for the shape of the eye. It just didn't look good. I tried the little ones, I tried the big ones, didn't like them. I colored in the feet and the toenails with a silver chrome marker. And I just highlighted a few areas with some rhinestones, and then I went back down the back of the scales, I guess, with some rhinestones. And then I just highlighted the back of the wings with some silver chrome pen instead of putting stones everywhere. So that's the little, I don't know, what is this? A little dragon, a little devil, or a little bit of both? I'm not quite sure. Well, I hope you like it, Tania. I don't know if I'm getting your name right. I hope you like it. I think she's kind of cute. And yeah, that is the end of that one. I did trim the bottom of these. They were good, so that's ready to go. This one is good and ready to go. So I will be sending pictures to everybody, and I hope you guys come back tomorrow because I have some more orders to fill. I'll see you then, everyone. Bye. Have a blessed day.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Countless dreams and sparkly streams, her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell. Faith and love in every part, Jesus guides her shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art we see his face.